Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
What's going on YouTube, DIGGE546? I wanted to make a video breaking down Adoree Jackson tape again. I wanted to do an Xavier McKinney thing. I also was looking at Cordell Flott and Dane Belton. And I just thought, why not just make a video kind of recapping what I saw from a lot of these corners as, you know, a lot of these DBs pretty much in this past game. I think they all had their moments where they looked good. They all, well, most of them had moments where they looked not so good on a couple of plays. But first, I want to kind of spotlight Dane Belton. Dane Belton is your safety right here, number 24. I just got to say, just him in that 24 jersey just looks like he'll be a good player. I was a guy who didn't believe in Dane Belton, but from what I saw this game, he looks like he's proven this coaching staff right. So in this particular play, Dane Belton is the entire defense is pretty much playing cover 4. Cordell Flott is at the bottom of your screen. I just like this play right here from him. The press, he could have done a lot better after the press, but stay with me here as I kind of jump back between Dane Belton and Cordell Flott. But Cordell Flott's at the bottom of your screen. Dane Belton is behind him. Anyway, Cordell Flott does a good job of forcing this receiver inside to his help, but the linebackers kind of stayed a little bit too fixated on stopping this receiver, and they just completely leave the tight end open. But Dane Belton immediately recognized that, and we just watch him break down on the play. Almost catching as an interception right there. Would have been a spectacular interception, but I would say that this is a good play from Dane Belton to get over here, recognize as soon as he clears those linebackers, Baker is going to make that throw. He just knows as soon as he clears those linebackers, Baker is going to see him and he's going to make that throw. As soon as he sees him making that beeline to the outside, kind of like that, slanted outside kind of corner route that he's running there, he's on it, undercutting it, almost catches him an interception. And this is in his first game. He's this comfortable back there. I got to say I'm impressed. All right, so like I said, bear with me and let me know if you like this format of, bunching guys together in the secondary. So Xavier McKinney's right there, who I just highlighted, and he's just going to walk down. You got Christian McCaffrey right across from him. So you're going to see him line up there. And McKinney is at a disadvantage here. And he's going to give up this catch to McCaffrey, but he's at a disadvantage playing this far off of this guy. McKinney's going to run an out route, but he knows that it's second down. I mean, worst case scenario, I give up and out. But he's got to kind of work past his defensive end, wait for McKinney to make a move. I would want wait for McCaffrey to make a move. I would want McKinney to be a little bit less flat-footed right here, but pretty much just a good route and a nice timing throw by Baker. Kind of hard to stop these out routes from the slot when you're this far off. I mean, if you didn't get hands on the guy, I mean, it's difficult. So McKinney's just a step too late, gives up that pass, but only about 5 yards. So McKinney didn't just struggle all day. That wasn't the point of the last play that I just showed you. It's pretty much to just show you that a lot of the times he was shadowing McCaffrey. Now, he didn't really get to guard him one-on-one that many times in the game, but a lot of times he was just shadowing McCaffrey in the run game or in the play-action game, and he ended up being in a spot to swat the pass. So Baker's going to run an RPO right here, play-action to Christian McCaffrey. You're going to watch Xavier McKinney, who's lined up right at that 40-yard line, who's kind of has his eye right in that backfield. You're going to see him follow McCaffrey everywhere he goes. McCaffrey's right there in front of him, and then he's right in that throwing lane. And as we heard all practice, the defense was practicing batting down passes because Baker Mayfield is short, and that's just a weakness of him. Like, he just throws a bunch of low passes, and they get batted down a lot. So McKinney right there to bat down that pass is a nice play. I'll play it in real time. Follow McCaffrey, batted pass. All right, so this play, you got Cordell Flott. Flott is at the top of your screen. This is a play that I saw from Cordell Flott, and I wanted to give him his props because he did end up getting benched. But at the same time, you see him against a good wide receiver in the NFL, DJ Moore, And I think for the most part, he held his own. I mean, he ended up giving up that touchdown, and I think he gave up one other catch. But I think for the most part, he held his own. He was solid, and I think he should get more playing time, especially on the outside. Now, watch him here at the top of your screen. The DJ Moore doesn't really do anything special, doesn't really do anything to kind of create space at the line of scrimmage, and Cordell Flott just takes advantage of it. Let's watch here. DJ Moore just essentially just says, I'm just going to try to outrun you. He takes the outside. He's just going to take the outside. Cordell Flott has no issue with just, making him use that sideline. 4 yards here. Watch his feet. He crosses that foot right there. I really don't want to see that, because if he crosses his foot right there, at this point, DJ Moore could kind of take this into an inside route, and Cordell Flott is completely out of place. But at the same time, I mean, he can kind of tell that DJ Moore is opening it up to run. A little bit of nitpicking, like I said, but if Flott shuffles right there, he may be able to direct him a little bit more to the sideline, because right now you got a ton of space between DJ Moore and the sideline for the quarterback to make a throw. Nonetheless, Cordell Flott right there in coverage, right on his hip. I really don't understand how he got benched. I mean, he gave up that touchdown. He gave up a couple of plays, but can't question at the end of the day. But I think Flott stayed with DJ Moore most of the day, which is weird because DJ Moore was getting shadowed by a rookie in his first start. So this play is pretty much a highlight of multiple DBs. You'll just kind of see it as I play it. Cordell Flott is at the bottom of your screen, who I just highlighted. But let's just watch this play to Christian McCaffrey. Again, you're going to watch McKinney follow McCaffrey on this RPO. So he's following McCaffrey, following him down, kind of keeping that backside contained. And just watch Cordell Flott at the bottom of your screen. He's unblocked. And a guy, they tried to talk all this stuff about Cordell Flott. He's 170 pounds. He's scared to stick his nose in there. He's not going to be able to help in the run game. But Cordell Flott, time and time again, is sticking his nose in there. This isn't the only play. I'm covering a bunch of guys at once, so I couldn't afford to get every single play where he did it. But watch him stick his head in there against a running back who is much bigger than him. Goes in there, slows him down. You don't have to make the tackle. Not many guys are going to take this guy down in open field. So has him right there. And look at, you got 4 guys around the ball right here. You got Flott. You got McKinney, you got Belton, and you got, I think this is Julian Love right here. And just watch them swarm to the running back. This is just a testament to Wink Martindale. Look at all of these guys swarming to the ball. You got one guy misses the tackle. Reinforcements, 1, 2, and Julian Love gets him down. All right, so this next play, you're going to have this guy. I usually don't go into too much play design, but I think it's necessary right here. You're going to have this guy motioning across the field. You're going to have him kind of just run outside, and you're going to have him go upfield to kind of clear out. So the Giants ran this play a couple of times successfully the past couple of weeks and got these tight end scores. But let's just watch this here. I'm going to play this here and just watch your top 2 cornerbacks for the Giants at the top of the screen. Adoree Jackson is going to look down as this guy's motioning. You're going to see Cordell Flott look back to Adoree Jackson. This is just elite communication and great leadership from Adoree Jackson. He says he knows what play is coming. Pretty much, I mean, I have to infer this. He knows what play is coming. Switch. So as I play this, you're going to see this. So what I drew up didn't happen exactly the same way, but this tight end is blocking here. You got this guy, as I said, coming out here, and then you got this guy clearing out. So watch this happen in real time. Instead of Cordell Flott trying to follow his guy under this receiver who's essentially blocking, he doesn't look at all like he's trying to run a route. It's designed for him to block. But instead of him trying to follow DJ Moore underneath this 50-yard line, which he's not going to be able to do, it's impossible. If they stay on their man, it's impossible for them to guard this play. Adoree Jackson makes a hellacious play here. So watch Adoree Jackson at the top of your screen. Watch how quickly he closes the distance, quicker than the football can get there. And it's just all there. I mean, it's literally ridiculous. And this is all Adoree Jackson. Tells Flott right there, as I said, tells Flott exactly what's going on. And just watching in real time. Adoree just closes the distance, undercuts that, and almost comes up, almost is able to take the ball from him. And you see he knows it. He's on the floor like a crying baby. So Cordell Flott has been involved in a lot of the film that I've done so far. And you just see it right here. This is one of the poorer plays that he had. And this could be, listen, this is a 50-50 kind of thing. I don't know what play was called, but it looks like Cordell Flott is playing man coverage while the rest of the team is playing zone coverage. Now, that could be a design from Wink Martindale, or it could be Cordell Flott simply not knowing the play or not hearing the call. But this is a miscommunication, and this is a busted coverage. So the rest of the team is playing cover 4. Plain and simple. He's playing man coverage very well on DJ Moore. But the rest of the team is playing cover 4, and he's just playing man coverage on DJ Moore. And because he's not passing, he could be trying to play zone and trying to, fool them into thinking he's playing man. But because he doesn't pass off DJ Moore to this safety, Robbie Anderson is wide open. And watch McKinney close the distance this fast to get him. But this shouldn't happen. It's because of this miscommunication here. I'm almost sure that he's supposed to be in zone, and he just doesn't pick up Robbie Anderson. This is what causes this play. All right, so we got Adoree right here. And this is my last kind of, that last video, that last clip that I showed was my last criticism kind of clip. This is just all Adoree Jackson right here, and this is just beautiful to watch. And you're just going to watch him just stay patient in his back pedal. Stay patient. I mean, first of all, Adoree Jackson's footwork is just very elite. But he's going to stay patient in his back pedal. And it ends up being a quick pass, but it's just something that just shows that Adoree Jackson is always on his game. He's always ready to explode out of this back pedal. By how you can tell how low his butt is out of this pause. But he's always ready to explode out of this stance and break on the ball. But just beautiful back pedal turn. I mean, it's just teach tape with Adoree Jackson. So this isn't anything special, but just the technique and his ability to kind of determine where a wide receiver can go on the field is just bar none. He's playing at a really high level. All right, so this is the play of the game. I mean, this is the play that really did it. And I'm gonna be drawing a lot of stuff on this play because this is a beautiful play design. It's almost like a Madden Nano Blitz, how Wink drew this play up. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys at the line of scrimmage, 1 guy right behind. But you got 7 guys lined up on the line. You don't know who's coming because Wink is known to blitz everybody. But who's going to drop back? Jihad Ward's dropping back. Zimenez is dropping back. You got Darnay Holmes dropping back in the coverage right here. You got Adoree Jackson playing over the top. You got Dane Belton playing over the top. You got Fabian Moreau playing over the top. So this is essentially a cover 3. This is a cover 3 that that really just ends up, what you got? How many guys you got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're only sending 5 people on this blitz, but it's like you got guys unblocked. So Wink did a wonderful job. There's almost nowhere to go with the ball, but there's instant pressure. Like I said, if anybody's played Madden, it's literally like a nano blitz. So let's get rid of all of this stuff on the screen here. All right, so as I said, you're going to see Zimenez and you're going to see Jihad Ward drop back. You're going to see Darnay Holmes go, basically run to the spot to take away anything in breaking on that receiver in the slot, Shi Smith. And literally, watch Julian Love right here in between the left tackle and the guard. Just split them. And you got instant pressure. Instant pressure. Now, I want you all to appreciate what goes into making a play like this. Both of these corners are patient right here. Nothing crazy. Both corners are patient. Staying over the top, staying over the top. Jihad Ward just runs to a spot, takes away this underneath route. Jihad Ward at the NFL logo takes away this route from the tight end. Everything is covered. Everything is covered. Everything is covered. This is just such a beautiful design by Wink. Let's just watch it in real time. I know you all want to see it in real time. So Julian Love splits it. Nobody's there. Sack, ball game. So I'm going to pause it right here just because I just love this image. Everybody is covered as far as you can see. I mean, Jimenez is pretty much breaking on this end route. You got Julian Love a step away from Baker Mayfield. You got Fabian Moreau staying over the top of that receiver, and you got Adoree Jackson staying over the top of the other receiver. And also you got Dane Belton, the rookie, in his first game being trusted to stay over the top on this tight end. So beautiful stuff by Wink. I just want to in review say I really love the mentality that Wink Martindale has brought to this defense, especially the secondary. As you see, you got secondary members ready to tackle, ready to mix it up, ready to blitz and deal with the offensive line and the running backs and the tight ends, ready to duke it out. And I just love this mentality. I see Adoree Jackson being more physical than I've ever seen him in his career. I see Cordell Flott being more physical than I saw him at LSU in college. I see, Darnay Holmes has always been physical. Julian Love has always been physical. Same thing with McKinney. But it's just great to see the mentality that you have with these DBs playing physical, playing at 1,000 miles an hour, not scared to make a mistake. That play that I showed you from Cordell Flott, yes, he played man covers when everybody else was playing zone, but he did it at 1,000 miles an hour. You don't see hesitation. You don't see confusion. You see decisiveness, and you see plays being made. So this is my mashup of secondary plays that I liked on tape this week. Please let me know if you like this format. If you don't like this format, I'll go back to the individual format for secondary players. But I thought there were so many good performances and nice play designs by Wink that I just had to highlight. If you made it this deep into the video, come on, just hit the subscribe button. I make Giants content primarily, draft content secondarily, and during the season, I'm going to be doing a lot of reacting to pretty much most of the NFL games and everything NFL. So if you made it this deep, go ahead and join the D6 squad.